Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Janice Jackson, CEO of Chicago Public Schools. We are thankful to be a longtime partner of the YMCA. I want to thank everyone at the YMCA of Greater Chicago, especially the Board of Directors from the Kelly Hall Y, for finding a creative way to bring us together in 2020. I also want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Robert Radway of NXT Capital, who has stepped up in a big way for the Kelly Hall Y during this public health emergency. Of course, his generosity is nothing new. In addition to being the presenting sponsor of today's event and matching the donations of his employees and associates, Mr. Radway has gone above and beyond for this community during the time of COVID-19. When our schools first went to online learning last spring, Mr. Radway called to ask what he and his company could do for the youth of Kelly Hall Y. When he learned that more devices would be needed to support the students here, Mr. Radway and NXT Capital raised an additional $25,000 to purchase new iPads. These devices have made an immediate impact. They have allowed the Kelly Hall Y to create a remote learning support program that is now serving nearly 300 children. At a time when so much around them is a struggle, partners like NXT and the Kelly Hall Y are making it possible for Chicago's youth to continue thriving. As the leader of the school district working to educate these children, I want you to know how grateful I am for your efforts. When I took on the role of CPS CEO in 2018, I imagined many things. I imagined that our district would face funding challenges. I imagined that we would have to work extremely hard to improve outcomes for our most vulnerable students. But I never imagined a year like this one. I could never have dreamt that overnight our educators would need to come up with a brand new way to teach. And our more than 350,000 students would need to adapt to learning at home. To say it has been a challenging 8 months would be a huge understatement. Yet in this time of intense, unprecedented change, there has been great opportunity for growth. Had you asked me a year ago, I would have said that getting one-to-one devices into the hands of students was still several years away. Today, it's our reality. We are also in the process of connecting up to 100,000 CPS families to free, high-speed internet through a program called Chicago Connected, and the YMCA of Metro Chicago has been a big part of that. They are one of several community-based organizations that were selected to help CPS get this innovative program off the ground. For months now, our YMCA partners have been working the phones, letting eligible families know what Chicago Connected is all about and encouraging them to sign up. But they did not stop there. The second phase of their engagement with families has been about making sure parents have the skills and knowledge to help their children navigate technology while they learn at home. And as online learning has stretched from weeks into months, the YMCA has created its own unique support program. This program is built around the individual needs of each community. Students can come 1 day a week or 5, half days or full days, whatever works for the schedule of their family. Staff, like the counselors at Kelly Hall, make sure these children have everything they need to engage in their school's remote learning program, then provide them with homework assistance and enrichment activities once the school day is done. They also provide plenty of opportunities for physical fitness, which is, of course, a trademark of the YMCA. Thanks to partners like the YMCA, CPS students are not being held back by this pandemic. They are happy, healthy, and thriving, and will return to the classroom with the feeling of confidence that comes from having been loved and supported during a very challenging time. I am beyond grateful for the work of the Kelly Hall Y and the YMCA of Metro Chicago in general. They have been outstanding partners to Chicago Public Schools, not just in the past few months, but long before the coronavirus was on anyone's radar. The YMCA is a part of the district's Community Schools Initiative, which means they operate enrichment programs in 16 of our schools. These after-school activities include academic support, as well as experiences in science and the arts, both of which are major priorities of mine as an educational leader. Students across all grade levels have benefited hugely from their time with staff from the Y, and we look forward to them continuing this work when this pandemic is finally behind us. I've heard many people say that they are looking forward to the end of 2020, that this is a year that they would just as soon forget. I understand that sentiment, but I would rather focus on the things about this year that are worth remembering. One thing that I know will stick with me is the memory of the partners like the Kelly Hall Y and the countless ways they've gone above and beyond to support Chicago's youth during such a perilous time. I appreciate you for allowing me to share my perspective on their work and truly cannot imagine an organization more deserving of your support. Thank you.